Yes.
So, what is your opinion on the first question regarding the financial crisis that affected the whole world for the last 2 years? And in this hard period for everybody, Gigabyte managed to grow,
Yes.
to improve its position on the market,
Right.
and to have a good, strong business.
Yes.
What's your strategy? What's your secret?
Okay. Actually, during the economic crisis period, Gigabyte still continued to grow, even in 2008 compared with 2007 and 2009 compared with 2008. And the secret for Gigabyte growth, I think the most important is because the Gigabyte, the motherboard, in quality, spec, and performance, get the worldwide end user customer they recognize, and that's why we can continue to grow, especially during the crisis area. I think the people, when they buy the product, they do more care the reliability,
Yes.
and stability, and also the after service everything. So not only care by pricing, then there's a reason Gigabyte can continue to grow.
I understand. So actually, quality improvement helped with more customers,
Yes, sure.
because in harder times they are more
Careful, yeah.
with how good the product they buy.
And more careful each penny that they spend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So value for the money has to be
Right.
has to be good. Yes. So what do you think? Of course, it was 2007, 2008, 2009 were very high years, and of course the crisis hit and the market goes down a little bit.
Right.
But Gigabyte is continuing on growth.
Right.
When do you think you will be reaching the same levels as 2008, 2009 again? When eventually you will go bigger than that.
Yeah.
So in how many time do you think that will happen again?
No, actually, even this year, 2010,
Yes.
we still continue to grow compared with 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So for Gigabyte, actually, is every year we are growing. Yeah.
I understand.
And again, most important, Gigabyte already become the leader in motherboard innovation in
Yes.
motherboard industry, and we are pioneer for any kind of the new technology in PC.
Yes.
So we always pioneer to adopt the new technology to the market. So that's also that Gigabyte enjoy the market share growth.
Of course, of course. So your main business, your main focus is the motherboard area. Of
Yes.
course. But Gigabyte also makes lots of other devices which are also important.
Yeah.
My question is for the future. So for now, motherboard is absolutely the biggest part in it.
Mm-hmm.
For the future, let's say 2 years, 5 years, how do you see the proportion between the different segments in Gigabyte motherboards compared to the other?
I think for Gigabyte, the motherboard will be the majority portion in the next 3-5 years, no matter, because many years ago, people was talking about the notebook or laptop replace the desktop, but actually we see the new technology, the smart handheld device, iPad, iPhone, iPad Lite, or smartphone, they are going to replace the notebook or the laptop.
Yeah.
But the people who have the smart handheld device, they really need a performance the PC.
Yes.
Means that there's a Gigabyte great opportunity there.
Yes.
And the market trend, actually for the smart handheld device, I think that the yearly there's more than 100 million people.
Yes.
But for notebook, this year actually the notebook only, including the netbook, 200 million was sold. So means the next 3 years, probably the smart handheld device will growing to the more than 300 million, and that is the potential desktop customer. Yeah.
So you're one of the major players, and you're saying that the desktop is strong and it will be stronger in the future because you need mobility, but you also need a strong computer.
Yes, more capacity and more confidence than before.
Yes, yes.
In motherboard.
Yes. So talking about innovation, because earlier you said about the fact that you are a pioneer in this area. You are the first guys to introduce USB 3,
Right.
and you also gave a lot of attention to this part. So now all your lineup has USB 3, and
right.
we are also working close with USB 3 manufacturers,
right.
partners. So my question is, on your side, on the motherboard side, it is clear you have a full lineup of
right.
USB 3. You are ready to ship them.
Right.
People already buy it. But when do you think, so now the partners also have to come with the products, the USB sticks, the hard drives,
right.
And so on. So when do you think they will be completely ready? When do you think that USB 3 will replace USB 2?
I think the USB 3 device will be ramped up since the second half of this year.
I understand.
And I do believe it probably will take 2 years for the market full line change, because the Intels and AMD, their technical roadmap, they also is going to implement the USB 3 in their core logic solution, chipset solution,
Yes, yes.
in coming next 2 years.
Yes.
But Gigabyte, as a market leader, we cannot wait Intel or AMD. That's why we spend a lot of resource to help the industry can boom in the USB 3, and there's without a Gigabyte motherboard in the market.
Yes.
I think that most of the USB 3 device vendor, they will be very hesitant to rent, to promote their product. And that's also reason Gigabyte has an ecosystem to build to help the USB 3 device company to have a code debugging, code validation with the Gigabyte USB 3 there.
I understand. So my last question. You are investing a lot in overclocking competitions,
Right.
and your top products like the UD9
Right.
are dedicated to overclockers. So how important is the enthusiast, the overclocking motherboard part for you in Gigabyte?
I think for Gigabyte, the enthusiast and performance the segment is very, very important, high priority, because I think that's the segment we can deliver the value to the market and to differentiate Gigabyte the motherboard compared to other companies' motherboard. And that's the reason why all Gigabyte engineering resource, we are so focused in the overclocking, gaming,
Yes.
and make sure the board will be the perfect for the overclocking and also for gaming.
Yes.
And based on those the technology, we will implement to the tattoo button, even in the entry board. So that's the Gigabyte's the business model.
Yes. So you test the very good function on the high end,
Right.
and then you implement on all the lineup.
Right.
So it's like your last lineup of motherboards. They all have the technologies.
Sure.
So that's a very good news. You are inclined to enthusiastic.
Yeah, because we believe since the motherboard is so important for a PC system, and we would like to influence the motherboard industry. All the motherboard makers, they follow Gigabyte's the way, and together to let all the customer and user, they can enjoy the PC life.
Yes. So these were my questions.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's my honor. Yeah.
Unofficially, will you ever have a motherboard not blue?
So far not.
So far not.
So far not. Yes. Yeah.
So this has been a pleasure. Now I will take some pictures and
Yeah,
I will
sure.
also ask.
Yeah.
Sure, take some pictures.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you. So let.